walking around with a gun, looking nice, and it's working, right? It's moving in the right direction, facing where it's going. I've got animations when it's walking and an idle animation when it's not. I could stop there, but using Unity, if you just add some blend trees, you now get this really nice natural animation. And if you add contextual actions that are just automatically triggered, every time I get close to a cover, I trigger a vault, and just walking around feels natural now, it feels effortless. All that is done using just Mixamo animation, so it's extremely free. And it looks nice. And then of course you want to shoot people, because that's what people do. And that can be made very enjoyable in games. That's probably the only place you should be shooting at people. But yeah, just make it fun. Add shells that fall, so you know where you've been shooting people at. Let the corpses on the ground, make them ragdoll, because it's fun to see people fall and heal like puppets. Next, I wanted to do a car. I don't know why I went with a helicopter, and it's actually a car. It's using my high road engine, and the copter is like on giant wheels that you don't see. It's a nice way to, probably the easiest way to do a flying thing like that flies on a plane or something. And so, yeah, a copter. And this is a helicopter. It flies, you see the shadow, it moves in the right direction. It's already a helicopter. But you can make it better. You can make it better by simply adding a wobble to the model and some banking when it turns. And now, when it flies around, you're like, hey, that looks more or less like a chopper would behave. No expert in helicopters, but you know, I've seen movies. And it feels like it's being propelled by its own blades, whatever helicopters do. Then I wanted to look nicer, so I just opened Photoshop, drew like a cross and blurred it, you know, radial blur, and it's just a sprite that I put on it and make it turn, but it looks nicer than just the actual blades in 3D rotating. And then you add some particles. This is just using Unity's legacy particle system. It's just spheres. But I move the particle system around as I fly, you know, raycasting to the ground and getting that raycast position. And it feels like when I turn, the blades are actually producing that dust at the right spot, or the spot you would expect that smoke to be. And some smoke for the engine or whatever. Do helicopters produce smoke? I don't know. But it looks nice, you know, it gives you a sense of where you came from. And then, you know, some different particles, and something I really like is the idea that every time you do an action, it should have an impact on your environment. So now when I get close to the trees, without doing anything myself except being there, the trees react. And of course I can shoot at stuff, because it's what helicopters do, right? And yeah, just working on these trees, it makes you want to do it again, to fly again and push stuff away, and maybe we should have animals running around and stuff like that. You create life, and as a player it feels very fun, and it's actually quite cheap. You know, once you've done the shader that makes the trees move, then you can put tons of trees, and it's just endless fun. So